Okay, so what does the sperm do? Because you're talking about the sperm.
I think the sperm is just like, an apple seed. It has everything, everything, everything.
It does
And
not.
then,
That's the point. It does
well,
not.
Doesn't.
that's not true because it needs nourishment.
It no. It does. It has half. It has half. Like an apple seed has 100% of the DNA code to create an apple tree. The
True.
sperm only has 50% of the DNA to create a human.
I
So
disagree.
how are you going to disagree? That's what the egg has the other 50%.
Nah, I don't think that's true. I,
God,
I,
huge
I,
cognitive dissonance. They don't want to believe it because their pride won't let them.
no, listen, no,
Their
listen.
pride
I'll
won't let
believe
them.
it. No, I'll believe it. I'm not, shut off to learning. I'll believe it, but I just never heard
Wait,
that, and I don't know that to be true.
that is what the. Well, do you want to Google it, Steven? Do you want to go look it up real quick?
Yeah, yeah, I'll Google it. I'll Google it.
Okay.
Okay, I went and Googled it.
Okay. What did you find?
It did say the women have genetic, supplies genetics to the seed. But I agree with that. That sounds right. But I also think just like a apple seed, the earth supplies the genetic makeup too. The dirt, the
No,
soil,
it
the
does not.
rain, all
No, it
that.
does not.
So I think it's the same.
It does not supply genetic, like it 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 helps
Ah,
it grow. It gives it nutrients. It needs nutrients from the soil. It needs sunlight. It needs water. But the sun is not giving DNA to the apple seeds to create the apple tree.
you don't think the roots in the dirt, the roots are like the veins. That's how it eats. You don't think that is given anything like that? It's just
I
pure
said
food.
nutrients, not DNA. Nutrients.
That might be true. That might be true. I can't argue because I don't know. That might be true. But yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. That yeah, it makes sense. Why would that be a prompt though if that's like so easily
Because the
Googled?
men.
Well, you're the one who, because people like you. How old did you say you were again?
37.
Yeah, you're 37. There are men your age, younger than you, older than you, who believe they're walking around with the seed and planting things in women. And then also, the thing that I find to be highly offensive and belittling, demeaning, all of the things, is that then they take their ignorance and then minimize what women do in pregnancy because they're saying, I give you the life. I have the life and I give it to you. Even if that were true, it's not. But even if that were true, what pregnancy entails is substantially more, you know, it takes a lot more from a woman to be pregnant than it does for a man to ejaculate once.
Yeah,
Even if
yeah.
he had the life, even if he had the seed, which he does not. But to minimize what is pregnancy, childbirth, postpartum is incredibly offensive. It's incredibly dehumanizing. It's minimizing. I mean, like literally, this is what every nobody gets here without a woman. Nobody shows up on this the face of the planet without a woman
Yeah, facts.
risking her life to do it. And men have somehow turned it around and made them the star of the show.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't want to minimize women at all. But yeah, I stand corrected on what I said. And yeah, I wouldn't want to minimize women for sure. What you said, all that is true. I
So
wouldn't.
that's why I'm doing it, because men minimize what women do and say that it's not that big of a deal. It's, you know, you don't get a cookie for, you know, do what you're born to do. You're an incubator. We give you the life. You don't, like, all of those things is incredibly offensive. And that's why I'm doing it, because men are misinformed. I don't know how they're misinformed, because this is like elementary school biology, but I'm just so tired of hearing it. So that's why I decided to talk about it.